should the possibility arise. Far from the experimenter as invisible observer, in other words, it is the incorporation of the experimenter into the child-robot interaction that forms the criterion of success for their efforts. I can't actually read. Oh, 5. Oh, wonderful. The researchers describe one indicative incident involving a child pseudonymed Jack and the robot doll named Robota. I'll read this to you. In one of the preliminary trials, the child, Jack, engaged in an imitation game with the robot, where the robot mirrored the movement of Jack's limbs. Unknown to Jack, the experimenter in this case was operating the robot and responding to Jack's movements as accurately as he could. However, it just happened on one occasion that the experimenter unintentionally moved the opposite arm of the robot. Jack giggled and mentioned to the robot that this was wrong. After a few turns of correct imitation, the experimenter then introduced, deliberately this time, another mistake in the robot's imitation of Jack's movement. Jack giggled again, talking to the robot with affection that this is wrong. The experimenter then introduced more deliberate mistakes, and Jack's laughter and affection directed at the robot grew. Then an important point arrived when Jack realized that the experimenter was operating the robot from his laptop and that it was he who was making the mistakes. So it then became a game between the experimenter and Jack. Whilst Jack continued to play the imitation game with the robot, after each mistake that the robot made in mirroring Jack's movements, which were deliberately introduced by the experimenter, Jack turned to the